Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne. I'm not doing any Illuminati signs today, just speaking through my mouth. Um, and it's a very good welcome to Matthew Robert Payne and Tolu Sarah Johnson. If you look up those two names, there's quite a number of books written by both of us, and there's a lot of books written by Tolu Sarah Johnson if you want to read her name in the bottom of the video there. She's written a lot of books, and I encourage you to tune into them. And God bless you. And she's going to introduce a saint in a moment that we're going to interview someone in heaven. You might not necessarily call them a saint, they could be just a normal person. I'll give you to Tolu and I'll let her take over.
Thank you, Matthew. Welcome, Papa. Welcome, Jesus. Welcome, Holy Spirit. We welcome you, the inhabitants of heaven and the inhabitants of earth. And we especially welcome our trio, which is Diana, June, and Bethany. Welcome you especially. And of course, people that will be watching this later on, we welcome you. And we especially welcome the guest for today, who is going to be Samson.
Samson.
Are you ready?
You certainly pull some people out of history, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I do. Well, let's tell people who Samson is, especially the people that have never read the Bible. They might not know who Samson is. So, Samson is one of the most dramatic and misunderstood figures in the Bible. Most people know him as a strong man whose ear gave him power. But his story is much deeper than physical strength. Samson was a judge of Israel before Israel had kings. He was set apart to God from birth under a special vow, Nazareth vow, known for extraordinary strength against Israel's enemies, the Philistines. What made him unique? Samson's strength was not presented as bodybuilding, military training, natural ability. It was tied to calling, consecration, and empowerment by God. His uncut ear symbolized that separation and dedication. But Samson is also a deeply conflicted person. This is where the story becomes human. He was powerful yet impulsive, chosen yet self destructive, capable of great victories yet repeatedly drawn into unhealthy relationships and decisions. He often acted from desire, anger, revenge, emotional impulse. Delilah is the woman most associated with Samson's downfall. He eventually reveals the secret connected to his vow, and his enemies captured him after his ear is caught. But the deeper issue wasn't really ear. It was gradual compromise, loss of discernment, and ignoring warning signs. His fall, after being captured, his eyes are gouged out. He is imprisoned and humiliated. This is one of the saddest parts of the story because the man who once moved with power ends up grinding grain like a slave. But his story does not end there. In his final moments, Samson prays again. Strength returns and he brings down the Philistine temple pillars. His life ends in sacrifice and destruction of Israel's enemy. So, Samson is not just a strong man ruined by a woman. That's the shallow version. His story is really about power without maturity, calling without inner stability, and giftedness without self awareness. So, strength can defeat enemies but still fail to master itself. So, Samson lost his strength long before he lost his ear. Wow, Samson, that is deep.
Yeah, I was troubled. Matthew looks at my story and he says, "Oh, that's me." Yeah, severely compromised, gifted but compromised.
I
Yeah,
was I
so,
was thinking as I was reading as well that this is so similar to Matthew.
yeah, It's- Oh, how the gifted fall. The gifted get compromised.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? So how are you, Samson?
Matthew can't blame it all on one woman, but yeah, I'm pretty good. Thank you for inviting me to come and speak today. It's my honour to come forth and speak. I hope that you be able to ask some good questions of me and get me to speak. All most people know about me is I had tremendous strength, and
Yeah,
they cut my hair off, and then I got overcome, and then I pulled down the building on the enemies. Matthew
yeah,
never knew that I was a judge of Israel, which means I was very important to Israel's leadership.
yeah. And that was before kings. So you were very important.
Yeah, he just remembers I had the bone of an ox and he used to smash people with it in fighting. Yeah, but
Wow.
he doesn't remember much about me, and so I guess your questions are going to illuminate me for not only Matthew but for the listeners. What lessons have we got to share with people who have never heard my story before? I can only wonder.
Wow. Samson, what did it feel like growing up knowing you were set apart before you could even choose your own life?
Well, as a Nazarite, we're not allowed to cut our hair and we're not allowed to drink.
Yeah.
It was quite different growing up with longer hair and growing up not being able to partake in drink and alcohol. Yeah, so that set me apart, and so it was costly for me. People used to
Wow.
mock me, and it never stopped. When I was out, never stopped with people offering me drinks and making a fool of me. And
Wow.
I had to repeat often that I was a Nazarite. Just like and imagine an alcoholic goes out to a function and people are always offering him drink, he'd have to keep on saying that he's an alcoholic and he doesn't drink. People don't really understand because people who are drinking, they want company. They want others to drink. Matthew remembers coming home and going past a neighbour's house, and a neighbour asked him if he wanted to drink, and Matthew said, "No, I don't feel like it today." And the neighbour like cussed him out and was really angry with him, like for not
Wow.
joining him. It wasn't so much have Matthew had to realise that sometimes when he doesn't feel like drinking, it's probably best to have a drink to make the people feel social. But that's something I couldn't do. I wasn't allowed to do. And being
Wow.
set apart, many people may share the word set apart or hear the word set apart. You set apart for the Lord's glory or whatever it
Hmm,
is. But when you're properly set apart, it actually costs you something.
absolutely. Wow. It costs you something. That's profound. I think Matthew can really resonate so well with that. It's set apart and it's cost him a lot. And you said something, you were being mocked for not drinking because the society expects you to drink because that's the culture, that's the norm. How did you feel being spoken to in that way?
I just came for that to be par for the course. That was something that was typical of people, especially when I went into different crowds of people and they're drinking and partying. And drinking's not something unique. They've done that for thousands of years, and I just was able to. I had the right guts. I had the right fortitude to be able to handle insults and mocking. But
Hmm.
it wasn't that it didn't take its toll on me. You know, you get told you're a fool 100 times, and you start to think you're a fool.
Wow. So you were actually thinking you were a fool
Uh,
in a way.
you try and fight it off. You know, like you just try and fight the truth from reality. But they call you names, call you a fool, and there's, you know, the Apostle Paul says he became foolish to confound the wise. Uh, the foolish, God calls the foolish ones to confound the wise. And he says the wisdom of God is foolishness to men. So sometimes being wise looks like foolishness.
Hmm. I think most times being wise looks like foolishness. Did being chosen by Matty, why are you looking at the time? We've only just started. One eyes closed, one eyes open. What's that all about?
They're just, I'm just looking for when we actually started. To
Matthew.
tell how long an hour, how long ago did we start?
No, I'm not telling you because why do you care about that? We just need to. I've not got meetings. Sorry, Matthew. That puts pressure on me. So I'm gonna finish when I want to finish, Matthew. So Samson, did being chosen by God ever feel heavy rather than empowering for you?
Yeah, there's a lot of responsibility of being chosen, especially being chosen as a judge. The Israel had a lot of enemies, and there was a lot of fights. I entered into a lot of fights. I had to fight, but there was a heaviness, there was a weight to the responsibility, and
Wow.
maybe a pastor may feel that, maybe a bishop may feel that, maybe someone in government leadership
Yeah.
feels that, depending on what you're called to manage and be in charge of. And I certainly felt a weight of pressure on me.
Wow. So do you understand how God feels in a way?
Uh, I kind of feel that I'm not tremendously close to God. I tried to draw close to God, and it got really hard to cope.
Wow.
I'm in the top, you know, between 200 and 1,000. Like if you, he's got the top 10, the top 20, top 50, top 100, top 200, and then the top 1,000. And I'm in that bracket between 200 and 1,000. But
Wow.
you still get to know him at some depth at that level, but it's not the torturous level of the inner circles of being close to him.
Wow, Samson, that's a big word. Torturous. Wow. Is the
Yeah,
flame too hot?
it is torturous to know God well. Yeah,
Wow.
we haven't expressed it that way before for you.
No, but I have an inclination that that might be the case, or inkling rather. But torturous. That's such a big word to use.
Yeah, that's what Ben endures.
Oh,
Lots of pain.
it's always endure pain. I thought heaven was going to be easier on him. Oh, it
Yeah.
seems it's gone.
But he does it by choice.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my God. Ah, was the flame too hot for you to move closer?
Yeah, it was.
You tried.
Yeah, I tried. I think many people who want to become close friends of God keep on getting closer and closer, and then it just gets too much, and they have to keep a distance.
Wow. No wonder God doesn't have much friends before. But I think that is changing now.
Yeah, it's a big commitment.
It's a big commitment.
Yeah, you got to
Wow.
have your eyes totally off yourself and totally on God and the people of the world and the suffering in the world. You got to care about the people suffering and care about God more than you care about yourself.
Yeah.
And if you're a little bit, if you're a little bit selfish,
Yeah.
you can't handle it.
Okay. Well, I guess some of us are made different. Some of us are fashioned in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bring God a lot of joy. God speaks about you.
Oh, thank you, Samson. Wow. That's profound what you said there, actually. But it doesn't scare me though, because I'm not someone that lives for myself, really. So I'm not selfish in any way when it comes to dealing with myself. I deprive myself of a lot of things, but I find joy in what I do. So I guess we are fashioned in a different way, Samson, and some are just not got the grace to be closer like you would want to. My God, I can't believe what you said. I'm still thinking that torturous is just,
Playing in your mind.
yeah,
You've never heard
wow.
it like that before.
No, I've never known it. I know that is a very painful thing to endure, but maybe because I've endured so much pain, it's normal to me. I don't know. But it's interesting what you said. It's torturous. Have you ever told God that?
No, but he's aware that I know it's torturous and it's hard. Uh, he's aware that I tried my best.
He's aware
He
that you
does,
tried.
everyone, whether they're in his top 10, his top 20, his top 50, his top 100, his top 200, he knows that they've come as close as they can.
Yeah, yeah.
And the love for who they are,
Wow.
can you imagine God not loving you? Like God is full
Um,
of love and respect and acceptance. So you're
wow.
loved in your position. You're just not privy. You're not aware of very delicate situations that God goes through.
Okay, I got you now. It makes so much sense. Wow. I feel for God after you said that. It's lonely to be God, don't you think?
Yeah, it is. One of the hardest parts of living and one of the core uh, elements of being lonely is not so much having people around you or the
Mhm.
ability to have people around you. It's for you to be truly seen, and not many people truly see God, which makes him lonely. That they don't relate on his level. They don't uh, relate on the same frequency, and that's what
Wow.
makes Matthew lonely is the fact that not many people understand him and understand where he's coming from. And that's why you're so precious to Matthew and you're so precious to God because you see them and you understand them and you appreciate them. And so God hasn't got a lack of people that he can meet. He's just got a lack of people who have taken the time and invested the time to truly see him and understand him.
Wow.
He can have tens of thousands of people around him, but
Yeah.
only a few that actually know him and see him. And
Yeah.
you know him and see him by choice. You choose to do that, and it's very hard to draw close. And I say proudly, I can proudly testify that I tried to draw close, and it just got too hot for me.
Too hot for you. Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty hot like Matthew.
You're pretty well.
I'm pretty hot like Matthew.
Wow. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Delilah's in heaven too. She
When you thought that, what was your first?
she 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 knows she deceived me.
Yeah, she did. She needs
Yeah.
some spanking. Have you given her some spanking?
Yeah, give her a hug. She
That's so good.
she, she apologized profusely for what
Oh,
happened to me.
wow, man.
She's
I
still
love
pretty. She's still pretty.
that. No longer your woman?
No, she's not, but she's got none of that wrong spirit in her anymore.
Wow. It's good to know that she's in heaven. Wow. God wants to be truly seen. Were you seen as well when you were in the world? Did you think that
Um,
people were more
well,
attracted to your strength?
when people see that you're important, they're attracted to your authority and your stature.
Hmm.
I found a lot of disingenuous people. I found a lot of people were only drawing close to me for my stature, and no one truly understood me. And even Delilah, who seemed like she did understand me, was only drawing close to me to deceive me. So it's
Wow.
pretty sad life, but I had good parents and I had good family, and they were supportive, and I did the best I could, and I was pleased that I represented God and did what I did, and it's just so happened that the biblical record says I was deceived and I was
Hmm.
captured and I was hurt by the Philistines, but I I consider when I look at back at my life a success of a life, and even though it ended in tragedy, I ended up in paradise and spent time in
Wow.
paradise until Jesus came back, and spent the rest of my time in heaven, and I've come to know Jesus really well, and I've come to know his Father, and life is pretty good for me.
Wow. 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 So, in a way, how does it feel to have your entire life reduced to your downfall?
That's how people see me. That's how people treat me. That's how that's the knowledge people have. They don't understand that I've got the ability to be a good communicator. I have got the ability to ask good questions and do research on people. In heaven, I do a popular podcast, and I have been drawing close to God, asking Him questions. I'm one of the people who ask God questions, and so that the questions and answers are good. I work with another person who who brings God's voice, and then we swap around, and then he asks the
Wow.
questions, and I bring God's voice. So we do that as a podcast once a week, and we do my own podcast where I interview saints in heaven, and
Wow.
so I make a difference, and people tune in, and it's popular, and gives me function
That,
to do, gives me reason to get up in the morning, a reason to live. And I have been getting to the bottom of God's suffering and understanding more. And the more I understand, the more I grow in understanding, the better I can cope with how he feels.
wow. So will you say it was lack of understanding that was putting you at bay before?
Yeah, it's just so intense, uh, hearing God's feelings, hearing what he's going through, hearing the unending cries of the brokenhearted, and the fact that he can't stop an individual girl from being abused each night by
Yeah.
their stepfather or by their father. Uh, Getting close to him and hearing those cries, it's just becomes pretty unbearable.
Mm.
It's a hard thing. There was a person in the States who abducted a, a young girl and was talking to her in his van, and she was crying, and they played a bit of the audio, and it was just torturous to listen to. And God has to be listening to millions of young girls like that
Every
every
day.
day, and it's just catastrophic for him, very hard to handle. And it's amazing. It's amazing to me, anyway, that the person who runs the universe has to put up with so much trouble.
Mm.
You think those hard things he'd be able to delegate to other people, and he just deal with the good things of his kingdom.
Yeah.
You think that everyone else would be dealing with that, and he'd just be happily ruling on his throne, but that's not the case. He
Wow.
takes a personal interest and does personal things, and it's just not widely known by the people. And you hear this in heaven. People are hearing this broadcast in heaven, and
Mm.
it's like it's going totally over the head. So many people hear this and just dismiss this, and they're happy with their life in heaven, and they've got a good job, they've got a good house, they've got nice cars, they've got nice clothes, uh,
Wow.
they've got nice food. Everything is nice and going really well, and for them to actually consider how God is going, consider God's mood, consider God's suffering, that's not something that comes to mind for them. And it's really sad. I really wish I could influence people. I really wish I could turn people on to that. There's about 10% of people in heaven that are not growing close to God, and not
Mm.
asking God questions. And I don't know how many times they have to be asked to do so.
Totally.
It was easy for me to start to ask God questions, and I'm amazed at what comes through my mouth when my friend asks questions, and I'm amazed at what questions come out of my mouth when I'm asking questions. And God, God answers some of them short, some of them when you dig deeper, He goes into an expansive answer, and you think the people listening to our podcast would be encouraged and start to answer questions, ask questions, but Not everyone in heaven does so, and it would be tantamount to trying to get to know a girl and date a girl and go out on dates and not asking questions. You can't do it without conversation, and as people get everything they need in heaven, get all their desires met in heaven, and
Mm.
and they don't have to ask God questions. They don't have to grow close to God. And whilst ever that exists, there'll be people who are not doing it.
Wow. Wow. People just want to live their lifestyle and enjoy heaven. And it's really sad that all of these different altar calls that's occurred in heaven still not effective to the extent that you will be happy with, isn't it? Because what you're saying, there's still a bunch of people that could dedicate their time to God or that could ask God questions, build a relationship with Him, but they're not interested. They're only interested in enjoying heaven, not necessarily getting close. Do you think maybe those people find it difficult to even converse with God?
Uh, Most of them haven't tried because there's not heaven is not like earth. It's a reality that God made and God provided, and you don't have bills, you don't have expenses. There's not
Yeah.
this hard grind to actually produce a living and pay for a living.
Yeah.
And all of that supernatural, it should tell you that you're in God's country and you're in His
Yeah.
terrain. And that should direct you to thanking God and speaking to God. But there just seems to be so many people, and 10% is a lot of people who just don't reach out and don't ask God questions and don't pursue God. And every Christian here is asking God questions and growing closer to God, but the 10% are in other mountains and they've been given leeway, but I can't promise. I can feel the Spirit of God. I can feel June on me. It's not always going to be like this.
Mm.
Certain people are going to be removed to paradise because if you don't love God, you don't pursue God, and you got no interest in God, what are you, like you
Doing
say,
this.
what are you doing in God's house?
Yeah, that's it. You're a visitor.
Yeah, Matthew's going to go to the toilet and get a drink. Oh, I'm going to get a drink and go to the toilet.
Matthew, I'm used to that by now.
You're used to that,
Yeah, I'm used to your toilet trips.
are you?
Yeah. Have I got any choice, Matthew?
Well, unless you want me speaking in a really high voice.
Well, it seems as if we're attached together, so I've got no choice, Matthew.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back. Samson, did you understand your calling, or did it feel like something placed on you without explanation?
I understood. My mother explained it to me, and
Hmm.
I grew up understanding that. I come to have a relationship with God and was able to speak to Him. and understood what he wanted for me. Maybe people look at my life and see me as a victim. Perhaps people
Hmm.
see my life as something that wasn't a nice life to live, that I
Hmm.
was trapped. And but I was a person who liked women, and especially liked Delilah. And she seduced me, and I was happy to be seduced, and I was very happy with making love to her, and very happy with my life. She was a beautiful, vivacious, outgoing, stunning woman, and so I shouldn't be called the victim, having one of the most beautiful women in the kingdom. It just seemed that she was sent by the enemy to deceive me and take me down. And the fact of the matter is, it makes a good story. It's a good plot. How a respectable leader gets seduced, and she gets the secret to his hair and cuts his hair off and gets him bound and attacked by
Wow.
the enemy. So don't see me as a victim. I enjoyed myself.
Well, I'm not seeing as a victim, but I'm just thinking, Samson. Three good times Delilah asked you, and what you told her, she did. There was warning signs, Samson, that this Delilah has got some ulterior motive, but you still keep going back to Delilah. And Delilah belongs to the Philistines, isn't it? Your enemies. Are they not pretty women where you come from?
When you just get taken by a certain woman, it just has an effect on you, doesn't it?
Well, Matthew understands. I can see. He understands more than I do. Wow. I'm not a man. Men are
Yeah,
created and fashioned in a different way. They
yeah.
just get their eyes. They can maybe
Yeah, it's
sometimes we.
spiritual too. I was attracted to the demonic in her. I was attracted to her power,
Wow.
and I
My
thought
God.
I could overcome it. So,
With your own strength.
yeah, I thought I could control it.
Wow.
And in fact, she was controlling me.
That's interesting. My God. I love the way you're speaking, by the way, you're trying to do something. Continue to be transparent. We need to reframe your story, don't you think?
Maybe. Yeah, you can reframe my story if you think you can get enough information.
Yeah, it depends if I'm able to get information. I would love to reframe your story,
You can
Samson.
reframe my story and Judas's story.
Judas Iscariot?
Yeah,
Wow, that one. I can reframe Judas Iscariot story, but I guess a lot of people will not believe. But who cares?
and Peter.
And Peter and yourself.
Yeah,
Do you think there's another person that could reframe their story?
and now you're using me as research.
Well, it's okay. It's Matthew speaking there, isn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah, Matthew. Samson, yourself, Peter, Judas Iscariot. Is there any other person? I can't think of another person, but they should. Job.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Says even Jonah. Because when we interviewed Jonah, Jonah was like, Tolu, how many of you will do what God asked me to do? You all accuse me, but if you were in my shoes, will you go and meet the person that God sent you to? Yeah. So five good names. One, two, three, four. I've got five good names. That's good. Man, Samson.
you're doing research.
Of course, that's part of the job. You have to be
Yeah,
alert.
yeah.
That's part
Well,
of the job.
I wanted to say this before, and I'm going to say it now for all the men. I didn't regret any time I made love to Delilah, and I still remember some of those encounters.
Wow.
And
Wow.
there's something to the female body that allows a man to totally let go and totally ignore the warning signs.
You're right. You're right. There is.
And
And
seduction works. And Tiffany says, Amen to that. I wouldn't have even been able to exist without seduction being possible.
wow.
Men just, when you got a good body and you're dressed nice, a man can just imagine taking your clothes off and having his way with you, and he'll do anything to do that.
Wow. I feel for men now. And I'm glad I'm not a man. I used to think I should have come as a man as against a woman, but now I appreciate the value of being a woman. There's so much power to being a woman. Don't you think, Samson?
Yeah, a holy woman, a loving woman.
Yeah.
A deceitful woman is a trap.
Yeah, it is a trap. Yeah. My
And I was
God.
trapped.
You were. Even though you were powerful, you were trapped.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Samson, do you think God is trapped as well?
He's trapped in a different way. He's trapped
In
by
his love for human beings.
his compassion and his kindness and his love.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it compels him to stay and hang around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, did your outward power, strength, did it ever mask your inner struggle?
Who said I had an inner struggle?
You do. You've already said it.
Struggle with lust and uh, I don't know so much if it was lust. I think I truly loved Delilah. She had a lot to
Well,
offer. She wasn't just a body. She wasn't just someone who seduced me. She was very interesting to listen to. She knew a
wow.
lot. She could carry on really good conversations.
Aren't you still friends, Samson?
Yeah, she's a friend of mine in heaven. She wants to be my wife.
Then make it happen. Or you don't want to marry her?
Well, I'm scared of her.
You're in heaven.
We all seen Emmanuel's wedding. We're
Yeah.
encouraged by that.
Yeah. Maybe you and Delilah will be next. Who knows?
You're the
Wow.
you're the
My
heaven's matchmaker, aren't you?
I love matching people together. Love is the best thing that could ever happen to you, don't you think? Everyone wants to be loved. So you keep talking about Delilah, even though that's centuries ago, you still remember everything. So maybe Delilah is supposed to be with you in the first place.
Yeah, maybe she did a purpose to kill me, and maybe we can live happily ever after.
Absolutely. So sometimes I do steer things, isn't it? Wow. I enjoy speaking with you, Samson. I love the way this conversation is going. What does it feel like to be strong in what people see, but weak in what they don't?
What's that again? Did you say?
What does it feel like to be strong in what people see? People saw you as a strong person, but at the same time, you are weak in what they don't see.
What was it like to?
Oh, Matthew, let me skip that question. When it's coming three times, Matthew don't understand it. So I will put that aside. You were often drawn towards what wasn't good for you. What was happening beneath those desires?
Lust, desire, desire. I didn't. I didn't knowingly disobey God, and even being with Delilah wasn't so much against God, but she just wasn't good for me, and she had ulterior motives. But that often happens around leadership. There's people around kings and rulers that are not good for them and give them bad advice, and being in leadership and having strength can be treacherous, and
Yeah,
it's a thin line that has to be tread by
absolutely.
many leaders. All sorts of opposing forces gather together to have their say with leadership, and you can tell Donald Trump is, to use the modern world, Donald Trump is swayed by the people that are close to him, swayed and talked into having a war with Iran. You know, that's Israel's problem. If three different factions of Iranian terrorists attack Israel, that's Israel's problem. It's not America's problem.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But people close to Trump come and phone him up and talk to him and influence him to do bad things. So every leader has people coming in close to deceive them and influence them, and it happened with me.
Wow.
Delilah wasn't the only woman who took advantage of me.
And it's still the and Delilah is still the only one you love. The person that took advantage of you.
You you're honing in on this
Yeah,
Delilah thing.
yeah. Because you brought Delilah in. You told me Delilah is still in heaven. That means your eyes is still on Delilah. Samson. Isn't that true?
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Exactly. You said you didn't regret sleeping with Delilah. Even though she's got ulterior motive, you didn't regret that action. That's
Yeah,
interesting, Sam.
yeah. You're really focused on this, aren't you?
Well, you brought Delilah into the conversation, remember? And you keep bringing Delilah back. I'm a woman, so I understand the undertone message. Isn't that true, Samson?
It could be true. Could be true.
Oh my God. Did you ever feel truly understood by anyone?
Not many people. My
Your
mother,
mother.
my mother understood me, and one of my servants did. Um,
That was
but
it.
not many people.
Not many people. Wow.
And it's not rare for popular people to not be understood. Look at God.
Yeah, no one. Well, very little understanding. And the problem is the church think they understand God. Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to go there today.
Yeah, it's good that you don't want to go there because it's a redundant subject.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because you said
Do you
no
like
one
the
understood.
use of words I use then?
Yeah, I know, redundant subject.
It's not a typical word for Matthew.
No, it's not. It's not a typical one. Matthew always use simple words like myself. Wow. Yes, the reason why I mentioned them actually was because you said no one understood God, or very few understood God. But the church makes it, they present it as if they understand God. But I don't want to go there anymore. Just like what you said, it's a redundant story now.
God is a
Just like,
business.
yeah, God is a business.
Gotta
Yes,
keep the business prospering.
absolutely. Absolutely. It was just like yesterday, me and Matthew were considering what our next book is going to be. And I told Matthew to go and capture all the Bible verses he wants to speak about. I'm surprised he did. And then as we were speaking, I'm like, I'm not sure whether I want to read a book that is full of Bible verses and telling me the meaning of which one. I will not read it personally. So why will I write such a book? So we're looking at a different direction now. We'll still use the information, but in a way that is acceptable by all. Because usually we're still drawn back to Christian because we are Christians. We always think our audience are Christians. No, but they're not just Christians now. They all the children of God that will be listening or reading the book. So I get you, Samson.
Yeah, so I want to tell you some things, Tolu.
Okay, tell me. I'm all ears.
You you gotta be focused on changing lives, using your influence, using your stories to boost messages to make people feel better about themselves and accept themselves and lean into your inadequacies and your failures and your worries and your fears and express them in a way to allow people to bloom and to flower. Yeah, and I just want to. You do it very well, but the people need more than a soft message tickling their itching ears. They need substance and vulnerability to be challenged and to grow.
Thank you, Samson. I thought I was already giving them substance, Samson.
Yeah, you are, but more so. Keep it going.
Keep it going. I should go deeper and deeper.
Yeah, if feel that it's needed to go deeper, there's always deeper.
Yeah, there's always deeper, but there's some depth. I want to stop at, isn't it?
Yeah, you can tell Matthew your personal conversations with God now.
No, that's between me and God.
But we're doing an interview, so it's time for you to share.
Now, if God wants to share it, he will say it himself on this platform. I'm not Matthew. Matthew can be very careless with information. So, but that's who he is. That's one of his, will I say downfall? No. That's one of the areas he's not great at. Saying everything. You don't have to say everything to be transparent. Don't you think, Samson? Like what you told Delilah, you don't need to. That's a level of transparency Matthew will go as well to ruin himself. So, Samson, you have you and Matthew have got one thing in common. Too transparent. Do you agree?
Yeah, I'm tending to agree.
That is the case. Samson, you shouldn't have told Delilah that.
Yeah, I thought you loved me.
Oh wow. But she asked the first time. You gave it to her. She did tell the Philistines. The second time, the same thing. Then the third time, you went on to tell her the truth. But that's because you're a man.
Yeah, she was a good spy. I think a lot of modern women that become spies read that story.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, they will read that story. And that's the same approach they still use today. Tiffany can tell you about that.
Yeah.
Women, that's the same approach they still use today.
Yeah.
Wow. When it comes to being transparent, I always want to be led by the Holy Spirit while I'm to share pattern. So usually, actually, I have shared a lot that I never imagined I will ever share with no one. No one. But of course, I'm growing. But I could tell God everything. Everything I could tell God. But when it comes to telling men everything, if they don't need to know, I'm not going to tell them. Samson, do you agree?
Yeah, I agree with you, but I'm, like you say, very transparent.
Mm. Are you still like that in heaven? Tell people
Yeah,
about everything?
yeah,
Everything.
yeah.
For instance, me and Ben live together. Ben would tell me, I thought Ben tells me everything, but I didn't know what was happening in his relationship with God. He never discussed about all of those areas. And he said that was because God said you don't tell no one. And I was included as well. What do you think about that, Samson?
He was keeping the weight of that away from you,
Yeah,
protecting you.
yeah,
You wouldn't have been able to reach the level of depth of pain and suffering he had. It would have just worried you.
absolutely. I was already worried for him, and that would have even compounded more. So I do agree with you. So there's some things now I don't tell Matthew because I know it will worry him. It worries a lot. Or he will give you the solution. So there's so many things I couldn't tell him around that. So I only tell Gabriel because I know Gabriel can handle it.
Yeah, well, Matthew appreciates the way you treat him.
Yeah, yeah. Tell him the soft ones.
Don't think that you're being less transparent. Yeah, just tell him what you know he can handle.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
But
different to him.
yes, I am so different. We're two different beings. Two different beings. Absolutely. I can control myself in a lot of things. Matthew's opposite. My level of self-discipline is different from Matthew's level of self-discipline. And Matthew's level of prophetic gifting is different from mine. So, but we can both work together to make this happen. So, thank you, Samson.
Thank you very much. Did you learn some things? Perhaps,
Yeah, there's
perhaps the thing that you learn is that there's rings around God, and it takes discipline and a stage of selflessness to grow close.
yes, it does. When you use the word torturous,
Yeah,
wow, that's so impactful. That really reached me. Torturous, but it doesn't scare me from getting close to God. But at least is a different way of understanding it.
yeah.
Wow. I still have more questions, but Matthew is just off key in these last few days. I can feel it. He's distracted. So
Just tired.
yeah, he's tired, but he's tired every day, isn't it? And we've got to walk.
He's trying.
No, Samson, don't respond on his behalf. When it's time for us to record his message that he put in his book, it becomes a different Matthew.
Don't compare him to that.
So I'm like Matthew. So how do you expect me to accept your excuse when you could still do 3 or 4 videos after this?
Uh, it's a different thing.
Hmm.
Just relax. Hopefully that you learned something good today.
Yes, I've learned something. I've learned that you really, really love Delilah. And I hope you and Delilah come together one day.
Yeah. I think I'll go and ask her on a date.
Go and ask her. Go, go. Don't waste any time. You're still thinking about something that happened centuries ago, Samson. It's still so clear in your mind. Just go finish it up by going to ask her for a date. What does Delilah think?
Yeah, she likes the idea.
Uh-huh. So make it happen. Thank you, Samson. I really enjoyed speaking with you. There's still some other areas I wanted to go deeper, but another day. We'll pick it up another day. But I've learned so much even from this single conversation. So, Samson, before you go, if we were to reframe your story, what would you say your life was all about?
Not giving up on God
Mm. Ow.
because I still destroyed the
The
Philistines with my last
time.
act.
Mm.
No matter what happens, don't give up on God.
Wow. I love that. No matter what happens, don't give up on God. Thank you. Before you go, Samson, I don't know what are the people of the earth, if anyone has got comment or question for you.
Billy says, what was it about Delilah? Was it her looks or her charm? Uh, it was, I read your mind, Billy. It was more of a witchcraft charm that she had on me. Like she had like a spell on me. But in heaven, that's broken and she's still attractive to me.
Oh, wow. Is that it, Matthew?
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Samson. We love you.
Yeah, we love you too.
Thank you for being transparent. I learned a lot from your story again. Wow. Matthew, how are you feeling?
I never, I never know how to answer that question.
Okay, well, I still need to go around Matthew because this message is not complete without going around. So just put yourself together a little bit just for 15 minutes to 30 minutes and we'll be done. I love your innocent face, Matthew. Like, please, please. That's okay. Please, Matthew. Is that okay?
I'd prefer to close now, but
No, no, we're not closing now. We closed now 2 days ago, Matthew. So we're not closing now. And don't make the conversation difficult, please. Wow.
please,
I'm going,
please,
please, please,
please.
Matthew. I'm going to Ben first. Hello, darling. How are you?
Hello, darling. How are you?
Oh my God. I can't believe what Samson said about you, Matthew, Ben.
What did he say?
That is you're very close to God, but it's really torturous. How
Yeah.
do you how do you cope?
I'm strong. I was built for this.
Absolutely.
I've got all the joys of heaven also.
Mm,
There's so much I do besides ministering to God that brings me balance.
wow. I love that. That brings me balance.
It's just that the people who just live in heaven enjoying everything, they're sort of out of balance.
Mm, I love that. They are the ones out of balance,
Yeah.
but they don't see it. Wow. Have you ever spoken to Samson before?
No.
No. So hearing from him for the first
There's
time.
there's lots of people in heaven I haven't spoken to.
I know,
There's
but
lots of
sometimes
people who haven't spoken to me. They They
Wow.
haven't got the courage to approach me.
Are you scary?
Yeah, I'm very scary. Phew.
Oh my God. Did you enjoy
Pronounce,
listening to this?
pronounce cuss.
People used to be so scared of you on Heart as well, Ben. What do you carry that makes people scared? What is it about you?
It's a love of glory. I speak with the glory of God.
At you. At least it's good Matthew is coming out this way because he doesn't want to continue. It's done, done, done.
Yeah, he's thinking of going back to bed.
Well, after we're done with this, he can go back to bed. At least I'm glad he woke up for us to have this conversation. Yeah. So hope you're doing well, Ben.
I'm doing well.
That's good.
See ya.
Thank you. Where do you think I'm going next?
Princess Diana.
Matthew, where did you get that from? Well, we can go to Princess Diana since you've mentioned her name now. Hello, Princess Diana.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Did you,
Delilah's really pretty, you know?
so you support Samson approaching Delilah?
Yeah,
Oh,
they've gone out to a cafe on a date.
already?
Yeah,
Samson doesn't waste no time.
yeah.
I love that. My God, I can't believe they're not together in heaven after all of that. Wow.
Delilah didn't know how to ask Samson out.
Delilah didn't know how to ask Samson, and Samson
Yeah,
didn't know
she
how
thought she
to
killed him, so thought he'd never forgive her.
Wow. That's so kind of Samson, isn't it?
Yeah, true romance.
A true romance. Yeah.
That'd
Wow.
be a good end of a movie, wouldn't it? Samson dying and then reconnecting in heaven and going out on a date.
Yeah. Something like that.
But you couldn't
Wow.
put going into heaven and reconnecting on a date because people wouldn't believe that.
No, they wouldn't. But we don't even need people to believe that any longer, isn't it, Princess Diana? We're not going to stoop low to the level of their ignorance. We will continue to speak our truth.
Yeah, so you didn't think I was going to speak? Yeah, you
Now,
didn't know I was going to speak.
because Matthew is even so tired that I only wanted to go to the ones I've got to hear from.
Yeah,
No, now I've got my favorite.
yeah. I'll let you go. See you.
Thank you, Princess Anna. That was so funny. I'll let you go. See ya. Papa, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Did you enjoy your talk to Samson?
Yeah, I did. Even though Matthew was a little bit off, but I still enjoyed it. Papa, did you
Matthew
enjoy?
was trying.
Oh my God. When Matthew said Matthew was trying, that's Matthew's trying to speak through you, Papa. I didn't even ask him whether he's trying. I just said Matthew was a little bit off. Matthew was trying. Oh my God. Matthew is so good. He knows how to carry his message through the vessel. Isn't it, Papa?
Ah, yeah.
So how are you doing, Papa? Torture
I'm
us.
doing
That's a
good.
good word, Papa.
Yeah, that perfectly explains it. You haven't had anyone explain it before.
In that way, using that word. Torture us is excruciating.
Yeah,
Wow. That's painful.
yeah, it is. It's painful to be close to me.
Well, I'm willing to pay that price. Just like Matthew is willing to pay that price as well.
Yeah.
Wow. I love you, Papa.
I love you too.
Let me say hello to Emmanuel Matthew.
Hello.
Hello, Emmanuel.
Hello, Mum.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Oh, it's always good to hear from you.
Yeah, I'm doing good, Mum.
Oh, that's
You
so
don't have to
good.
worry. I'm getting everything done that's meant to be
Oh,
done.
oh, just love to hear from you. So, say me well to Vanessa, okay?
Hello, Vanessa. Mum,
What is?
Mum says hello.
Oh my God, Emmanuel, you're so funny. You know what I meant? What do you think to Samson and Delilah, Emmanuel?
Yeah, it's a good pairing.
It's a good pairing, don't you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah. Take
Wow.
Mum the matchmaker to make things happen.
Well, maybe that would be one of my jobs in heaven, matching
Mm.
people together.
Yeah, matchmaker.
Yeah, matchmaker. I've always watched people matchmaking. It's a really beautiful thing to do. Wow. Thank you, Manuel. Hello, Daddy. How are you as well?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. You're doing well?
Yeah, I'm watching you, watching
Ah,
what you're getting up to.
ow.
Oh, you're just always writing books, always working.
But that was you, Daddy. Why you on heart? You always worked as well. And when I tell you you're working too much, say it's all right, it's all right. So maybe I took it from you.
Yeah, always working.
Always working. Are you busy in heaven?
Yeah, fairly busy, enjoying myself.
Wow. I derive so much joy from it, even though it's working, but I love it. I love doing it. I look forward to the next day to do something on my book. I really enjoy it. Thank you, Daddy. Jesus, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Love you, Jesus, and love you, Holy Spirit. Oh, Matthew, you can close.
Thank you, Tolu, and I apologize for not being totally there. I'm tired today, but I don't know. I don't know what the secret is. I just keep on turning up.
That's it.
Yeah. See ya.
Thank you.